Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Draft Sports Films. And today, I haven't done one of these kinds of videos in a while, but I just want to do something quick. I know that normally when I make a video like this, like a post game or whatever, it doesn't get very many views. But since I did an NHL Draft in Buffalo this past weekend, I thought I'd give you guys a recap and what I recommend. I want to give some of you guys tips for future years for the NHL Draft. I don't know where it's going to be next year still as of this recording. I hope it's not anywhere near around here like Toronto, Buffalo, Detroit, anywhere like in like the East Coast. I don't know. Anywhere that's like within driving distance. But yeah, just hopefully hopefully it's far away next year. But anyways, in my case anyways. But no, I want to just give my overall thoughts on it and what I liked about it. And there's also gonna be a couple of things I didn't really like, and it's mainly on what I dealt with today. Now, it is midnight right now. Yeah, it's like 12:30 a.m. It is Sunday. It's June 28th today. So technically yesterday. Now talking about what happened rounds 2 through 7, and that's what I'm gonna be. That's gonna be more of like for later. I'm gonna do round 1 first, which was incredible, and I will say round 1 was amazing. It was pretty incredible. And yeah, I've actually never done an NHL draft before, guys. Like, actually, any team, or any league, sorry. I haven't been to a draft for any sports league either, so it's pretty huge, actually, First one being the NHL. NHL is actually my favorite. Well, I don't know if I already told you guys, but hockey's my favorite sport. NHL is my favorite sports league. Out of the Big Four, like out of all Big Four sports, NHL's number 1, so really nice that I got to be my favorite league of the 4. To be my first ever draft that I've ever attended live in person, and yeah. Anyways, guys, before I get to this one, I want you guys to please leave a like and subscribe. Subscribe if you're new. Hit notifications. Leave your comments down below if you guys have any thoughts on the draft. Anything I filmed, anything I could have done a little better on my end as well. Please let me know, guys. I appreciate it. And yeah, just let me know any thoughts. If you guys agree with me or disagree with me on my opinions as well, what I'm going to say in this video, I'm going to try not to be too harsh, but I want to give an honest review and an honest opinion on how I felt about it. At least this year anyways. No, I don't know. I just want to give some tips as well for anyone who's never been to a draft, and this is for future years. I don't know. I don't know if it's because of Buffalo. I am not pinning any of this on Buffalo. I think this would have happened in any city. So, it's just my experience. Like, overall, like, the whole experience, regardless of what city, has nothing to do with Buffalo. Buffalo is still, like, a decent city. Like, the arena's still not great, obviously. They need to renovate that place, and they still haven't renovated it. And unfortunately, I'm hoping they do. It would be great for the fans. It would be great for their city. And I think the Sabres still have a bright future. I think they still could probably do good next year, but I'm not guaranteeing that. Just look at the darn Blue Jays right now. Not great. And we were great last year. They're okay. It's like the offense is not the worst, but they just can't get those clutch runs. Anyways, this has nothing to do with baseball, but yeah, speaking of MLB, just before I get to this, I think their draft is like where the All-Star is. This year it's in Philadelphia, so I think they usually do like the first round in Philadelphia. I think they have like 27 or 28 rounds. I don't know how many rounds they have. They have a lot in baseball. It's a lot more. And yeah, and you know what? I'm gonna be honest, 2 through 7, I'm gonna have more criticism, but I think we're just going to get started. I'm going to try to make this, I'm hoping to make this under 20 minutes. I don't want to make this too long, so I just want to do it. I just want to get it off my chest now. I just feel like I just want to get it out on on my camera right now. I don't know if anyone's going to watch this, but just my honest opinion. So I'll start with round 1. Pretty amazing. Round 1 was pretty awesome. I got to give round 1 its flowers. It was absolutely amazing. My first ever draft event in any sports league. And you know what? It was really cool. So I'll give you guys a quick rundown. So we got the KeyBank Center. They had the Fan Fest. They had a few things going on. I don't know if there was a little bit more on Saturday. I'm just going to say Saturday, Friday. This Friday. So I don't know if they had more like stuff on Saturday than Friday, at least for the fans. Like they had some stuff. Like they had, you could shoot the puck right at the targets. I did that. And okay, maybe I'll do that. Okay, yeah, that's the Saturday part. Okay, forget about that. So we got there. Then there was the red carpet. That was only on Friday night. And yeah, that's where all the prospects would come out of the buses and they would come down the line. And that was really cool. And I was lucky enough to actually get some shots of Gavin McKenna, who is now officially a Toronto Maple Leaf. Oh, let's go. Welcome to the team, Gavin McKenna. I know you may not like this city, and I will say the fan base, you just got to deal with them. You know, I'm one of the better fans of the Leafs, I will admit. Okay, the fan base is not great, and I hope they don't run you out of town like Mitch Marner, but from bottom of my heart, Gavin, you know, welcome to Toronto. Best of luck to you. I hope you do great here, and yeah, hopefully you do really good with Matthews if he's still on the team, and you know, I'm hoping we keep him, but I think we will. I think with that video, I think it's pretty convincing, right? And JT, Nylander, you know, I think you're going to enjoy playing with those three guys, especially. Yeah, you know, I think it'll be really cool to see Matthews and McKenna, you know, and also both first overall picks in Buffalo as well playing on the same team. And I had to wear Matthews just because he was drafted in Buffalo in 2016, first overall as well, which is really cool, you know, in 10 years. It's crazy how Buffalo, though, would get 2 drafts in 10 years before the Leafs would even host another one. It's kind of weird. I think they did host one like a long time ago in Air Canada at the time, now Scotiabank. But, yeah, I think the Leafs did, but I think it was like 2003. I don't even know what year it was. 2002 maybe? 2002 or 2001? I don't know, something like that. Yeah, but the first round was really good. You know, really good to see McKenna get drafted. That was so big. A lot of people booed us, and I'm not surprised. Fan base is terrible, so they have every right to boo. I was cheering because it's my team, obviously. I also got to give Buffalo fans a shout out for booing Montreal. Maybe not as much as we did, but thank you for booing Montreal. I appreciate it, Buffalo fans. That's why I like you guys more than Montreal, without a doubt. You guys have a great fan base. Honestly, you guys aren't the worst fan base. You guys are pretty good, actually. You're very passionate about both the Bills and the Sabres. I got to give you guys credit. And, you know, good on your playoff run last year. Just too bad those friggin'... Yeah, we don't talk about Game 7, obviously. Both of us, we can relate to that. Buffalo, we can agree on that. But yeah, you know, first day was awesome. And yeah, also as general mission, couldn't really look around. I actually got a lap around the concourse. I don't know if I'm going to do that for next season, guys. Might be a little easier, actually, for me if I make that the actual concourse video. But we'll see. I mean, mainly for warm-ups. If I go to games, it'll be easier just to go straight down for warm-ups in Buffalo. It was just weird to be there in June. I gotta say as well, very weird to be at the arena in June and seeing the concourse in June. Very strange. I mean, normally I'm there in like October, November. Not there in June, usually. Usually I'm just there during the regular season. That's about it, right? I'm usually not there any other time. It's pretty cool to see it, though. You know, I mean, again, concourse not the best. And, you know, it's still the second worst arena I've been to out of all of them. If I were to rank them, they'd be for sure second worst. 10th out of 11 arenas I've seen so far in the NHL. No doubt about it. They need renovations, the navy blue signs, and that's just the beginning, you know. I just think they need to do some stuff. I think they either got to get a new arena within, like, I would say probably 10 years, or they probably got to renovate it, like major renovation. I think they just got to do it. They're at the point now, I think they definitely have to start considering it, like, now. Like, they got to start thinking about it. They haven't done it yet. So, we'll see. We will see how it goes. FanFest was pretty cool. And yeah, also the Stanley Cup was there, the real Stanley Cup, so congrats Carolina Hurricanes as well. Nobody barely even said that, which was kind of a bummer, I guess. I don't know. Sorry, Carolina fans and big Kings guys. Well, but yeah, then we got up to our seats. General mission. It was first row through entrance. Actually, we were right near where the draft button was being pushed to. That was pretty cool. I actually liked the trade alert. I didn't even, you know what's funny? I didn't even hear the JJ Peterka trade to Boston properly, because I don't know, everyone was friggin' louder. The audio sucks. I knew about the Pavel Dorofeyev trade to the Rangers, but I couldn't really hear the Peterka trade. I actually didn't find out until friggin' during the other draft, rounds 2 to 7. But yeah, first round was amazing. You know, first overall pick, Justin Bieber obviously came out, put on a little performance. I think he did say, like, what's going on, Toronto, even though we were in Buffalo. It's like, bud, you gotta show Buffalo some respect, though, at least. Like, come on, Justin Bieber. Even me. I'm telling him, like, come on, Justin. You're in Buffalo. You're not in Toronto. Come on. Also, Gavin McKenna was at the Jays game. That's pretty cool. And yeah, I wish. You know what? I hate to say it. I kind of wish I didn't go to rounds 2 to 7. Maybe for the beginning parts. I think I should have only done 2 rounds, but I'll get into that later. But that was amazing to see Justin Bieber, you know, had his little performance. You know, say, Mr. McKenna, you're a Maple Leaf. Let's go. Newest member of the Leafs. That was awesome. Loved it. You know, I'm not a big, I like Justin Bieber. Like, you know, as a person, he's okay. Like, I don't really care about him, to be honest. But he's a big Leaf fan, obviously, so I gotta respect him for that. Big friend of Matt, yeah, best friends with Austin Matthews. Um, no, I have respect for Justin Bieber. I kind of listen to his music, but not really. I'm not really like the biggest Justin Bieber guy, but he's okay. He's a good guy. Good music. For people who do like him. He's from Toronto, right? So he's a Leaf fan, right? So good for him. He got to announce the pick. He had his moment. Good for him, right? And then got to see all the other picks. I saw Chase Reed on the red carpet too. I don't know. I saw a couple other guys. Kind of forgot. I don't know. I knew Chase Reed and Stenberg and a couple other guys. Also got to see Parker Von Richter, one of the Steelheads drafted. So that was pretty cool as well. Seeing him play there. But yeah. It's okay, right? First round was good. I will say the first round was good. Now, did it drag on quite a bit? Yeah, about 4 hours, like 7 to 11. But overall, not too bad. It was pretty good. I think the first round, I would 100% recommend go check out the first round. If the NHL Draft is in your city, I would say for sure go to the first round. I feel like they'll make it a good event, and I think, honestly, looking back, I kind of just wish I did the first round. Or maybe if we could have planned the second day a little differently, I think it would have went a little better. So yeah, first round overall, really good. Really amazing experience. Got to see Gavin McKenna drafted for the Leafs. It doesn't get better than that. To see your favorite team get the first overall pick and to get a generational talent like that. Man, I'm almost getting emotional. I'm so happy. It's so awesome. Great for the team, Fan base is not great, and I will 100% agree with that one who does not like the Leafs fan base. I'm with you. I'm trying not to be one of those fans. I'm just trying to mind my own business. I'm just trying at the end of the day be a fan of my team. I don't want to be a bad fan. I just want to enjoy my team playing hockey, and that's it. If I wasn't from Toronto, I definitely would not be a Leaf fan. There's no question about it, but it's just how it works anyways. First round, amazing. It's cool to have some of the celebrities on there too. And yeah, Luke Bryan as well. I think, we noticed this on the way in. I just thought I mentioned this. There's a bunch of people wearing cowboy stuff, cowboy hats. Almost like for a country festival. I was like, what's going on here? I think it was a Luke Bryan concert because he was representing Nashville Predators for one of their picks in the first round. So that was pretty cool to see him. That was pretty cool. I think, they say he was going to have to perform in 90 minutes. Yeah, it must have been a Luke Bryan concert or something. He was probably going to sing to those people with the cowboy and stuff on, cowboy hats, I don't know, southern stuff. I'm not a big country guy, obviously. No. I would never do something like that, but, pretty cool. Nice to see that. Nice little cameo there as well. So overall, first round, if I had to give it a rating, I'd give it like a solid 8 out of 10, even 9 out of 10. It was amazing. I love what they did there. Even Gary Bettman, I actually never seen him in person as well. That was so cool. Got to boo him with everybody else. Boo him. I think we can all agree on that. He definitely kind of ruined the league. He's got to retire. Just come on, Bettman. Please, do it for us. Retire. Just retire for the rest of us. Okay, we need you to retire. Everybody who's a fan of this league needs you to retire. Okay, it's done. You got to retire. Let Bill Daly or whoever take over, please. And hopefully Bill Daly's better if he is the new commissioner in the future or whoever gets the job. Hopefully they're better. But that's about it. First round overall, amazing experience. Again, wherever it is, I would recommend you guys go check out the first round. It's about a 4-hour event. It's about double the amount of time as a hockey game. But I'd say overall, it's worth it for the first round. I think it's definitely worth it, and it's not too bad. I think the prices were reasonable as well. I think my grandpa said, I don't know how much he paid, and maybe I don't know how much he paid. Whatever, it doesn't matter. We had the 300. It was general admission, so whatever. That's all you guys need to know. All right, now we're going to get quickly to day 2, rounds 2 through 7. And I got a little criticism here, okay? I'm going to be a little criticism. I'm not trying to go hard here. I'm going to just say my opinion and what I felt about from my perspective. All right, so what happened on Saturday, which is now yesterday. So Saturday, so went to the arena again. Went back. It was really quiet, though. I love that it was so quiet. It's way quieter for these kinds of events than an actual NHL game. There in Buffalo for a Sabres game. Normally, it's almost sold out or mostly sold out. They had the whole side where the podium was all blocked off as well. But you could actually walk around the concourse there, which I found kind of weird and kind of interesting, but kind of cool at the same time. That was actually pretty cool. Um, but yeah, definitely way less crowd, so I did enjoy that part. But yeah, I did the shooting. I'll probably show you guys those videos. I'm probably gonna make a vlog out of it. I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet. I don't know. I don't know if I'm just make a pregame vlog and maybe just, I don't know, for the actual friggin' thing. I didn't film most of it. Okay, like I actually did get every draft pick in the first round just because it's the first round, right? But the second round, second, and all the rounds I did see after that, I did not do majority of them because it would have taken way too much footage, and there's no way I'm like holding my camera like this for freaking 5 hours straight, and we didn't even stand the whole time anyway. So, and I think I have good reason to once I do get to that point. But yeah, just takes too long. At the end of the day, between picks, it is just so long. But pregame was great. Got to also do the virtual reality. So that was pretty cool. Got to do stick hand. I thought it was actually something I had to shoot. You guys might have saw me shoot the puck there because I wasn't friggin' sure if my grandpa had filmed it okay. I don't even know if he got it. I'm going to have to find out still. But if he did, then you guys might see that. Yeah, it was fun. I struggled really badly. It's so hard when you have the VR goggles. It just messes you up. It's just so weird, but it was cool. It was pretty cool. Also, we got free cards. Also, we were able to get a photo on some cards as well. That was pretty cool. It made my grandpa got to do that as well. Got to get our photos on cards. Overall, I would say like the festivities were good. So I have to give them credit for that. The NHL in Buffalo, I got to give them credit for that. That was really good. And also, I want to give a new food recommendation for Quebec, sir, before I get into my rambles. Chicken tenders and fries. You gotta get those. And also, I got mine in like a souvenir thing. I don't know. It's like something to hold it. It had the Sabres logo on it. It looked like a hockey puck, so it's pretty darn cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So I ended up keeping that little souvenir. I think it was a little more expensive too, but it was good. Honestly, it was pretty good. So I enjoyed them, and I would not recommend getting Lenovo there. You got to get if you want Buffalo pizza, you got to go to either anywhere outside. If you want to get Lenovo, you just go to an actual Lenovo, or you go to a different independent spot in Buffalo for pizza. I'm just saying, guys, pizza and wings are not as good there. You got to go somewhere else outside the arena to get that. So I'm just letting you know. I would get the chicken tenders and fries there though. Again, that was really good. That was just the one time. You never know, I guess, but. Really good. Like the fries too. Good seasoning on them. Not bad. Also, Tim Hortons is way better in that arena than in Canada, by the way. Just gotta say that. Really nice that they added it too. That's really cool. But yeah, then yeah. And that was in the middle of the draft too. So anyways, did all the festivities, right? Took pictures, did the puck handlings, shot the puck. Also took our pictures on the NHL Draft signs. There was a couple of them, so that was pretty cool as well. Then anyways, we went to our seats. We actually did have assigned seats. It was in 105, section 105, row 11. There was actually some players around us, actually, that were getting picked. One of them was a Blackhawks player, too. That was pretty cool. I think was it Rubric or Rudolph? I don't know. At this point, I don't care. I need to go to bed. I'm tired. Anyways, I'm just going to do this quick. All I have to say about 2 to 7, my recommendation is go only the first round. If possible, if you absolutely have to see rounds 2 through 7, I would just do the first half. I would just do 2 through 4 max. I would even say only do the first 2 rounds. Also, the festivities it's worth it for the festivities. Also, I forgot to mention that they also had all the trophies from the Hockey Hall of Fame and also a couple display cases from the Hockey Hall of Fame. So that was amazing. Got to see that. Hart Memorial. Got a picture with the Stanley Cup as well. Yeah, that was there too. Got a picture with that. And all that. What do you call it? Rocket Richard. All those. GM of the Year. All those. Hart Memorial. You got all those. You got all those trophies there. I got a picture with some of them, not all of them. So that was really cool as well. Like, for the festivities, absolutely recommend. Like, 10 out of 10. But the actual drafting was ridiculously slow. It was just ridiculously slow. Too many trades, taking way too long. I think it took like 5 hours. We did not save the whole thing. It started at 11 o'clock, and we were there till friggin' 3:15. It just friggin' took way too long. And we shouldn't have stayed that long, and I'm regretting staying that long. It was just friggin' too long. It's almost like watching a Blue Jays game in the old days, and when it was friggin' long. Now, I can't even imagine watching it in the Sphere in Las Vegas like a couple of years ago. I don't even know when they did in Las Vegas. I can't even imagine it in there. At least you can walk around the arena and stuff, so that's a positive, right? At least it's an actual arena, it's bigger, so it's good. But yeah, unfortunately, it is what it is. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. It just takes too long. And at the end of the day, it almost felt like, I kid you not, for 2 through 7 on Saturday, it felt like I was in a corporate office and I wasn't supposed to be there. Now, there was other fans, and also I got on the screen a few times. So that was pretty cool. Shout out to anyone who saw me and my grandpa there. We were just having fun. Representing the Blackhawks and Leafs. That was so fun. That was pretty cool. At the beginning, it was fun. Round 2 was fun. I should have just left after... I should have left after round 3. I think we should have just wait till round 3 was done, eat our food, then leave. That's what we should have friggin' done. Should have not stayed that long. I don't even know who any of the friggin' Leafs players they got after a certain point. I didn't know any of them. It was only fun for like 2 through 3. After the third round, it was just friggin' not great. So I would say my recommendation for the future, for anybody who is planning to go to any draft in the future, day 1, 100% recommend. Go to day 1. Go to round 1. It is going to be worth your time. Even if it's 4 hours, it's worth your time. I would say 2 through 7. I would say if you absolutely have to go, again, I would only say do half of it. If they are taking a long time, do not stay. I just don't think it's worth the time to stay to get all 7 rounds. Especially if you don't know any of the players, just leave. I would just say leave. It's not a game. And I should have just friggin' told myself to leave earlier. I should have just gave in earlier. God, I'm regretting it a little bit. But you know what? It's an experience. So I'm glad I experienced it. I'm really glad I did it, though. But yeah, we stayed until the Leafs 169 pick in the 6th round. So we left around pick 169. And they still did it for like another hour and like 20 minutes after we left or something like that. I don't know, hour, 10 minutes. I don't know. It was like they did it for another hour after we left. So yeah, it definitely was not worth staying. And yeah, it was just, I could have been outside doing something else, and I wasted my time doing that. So it's fine. The festivities were good, though. 100% the festivities were great. I would just say, if you absolutely have to do the second date, I would say no later than round 4 leave. I would say that's it. After the halfway point, it's not going to matter. I would just say leave. Even after, just do 2 and 3, even. Just do 2 and 3. Honestly, if they're taking too long, I would not stay. I would not stay that long again next time. I just don't think it's worth it. I mean, I'm not going to film most of them. You're not going to know most of the players. At the end of the day, these are going to be like, there was this guy behind us actually saying it's like magic beans. It's either they turn into something good or something bad. Also, Steve Dangle actually said that. That's what he said. So that was pretty cool, and I like the positivity from him, so appreciate that. Yeah, they could turn into someone greater. They could end up in a random league and you'll never hear about them again, right? And it's just sad, but it's just the truth. So yeah, we didn't even end up staying for the 7th round, and we should have friggin' left way earlier. I think we should have left earlier. The border was busy. We had to friggin' wait there for 40 minutes too on top of it. Ugh, it's just awful. Next time I'm not staying that long. Heck no. But the good news is hopefully Buffalo will not do that for a long time. And if it ever, a spoiler alert, guys, if it ever happens in Toronto, I'm probably only going to do the first day. I'm not going down there twice for Toronto. Absolutely not. I'm not going down there twice. I'm only going to do the first day if they ever do it in Toronto in the future. So that's spoiler alert. Just only expect one day if it ever happens in Toronto. So just letting you guys know. But that's about it. Overall, I would say the overall vet, I would probably still say like 7.5, 8 out of 10. Festivities were great. First day was great. 2 through 7, the actual event, not the festivities. I would just say the actual event, 2 through 7, was just no. Nada. It's just no bueno, actually, I'll say. No bueno. Not really for the faint of heart. It was so boring. Felt like it was in a corporate office. Felt like I shouldn't even have been there, to be honest. It's not really welcoming. It's not really a welcoming feeling. It's also, everyone's dressed fancy. It's almost like you're in a banquet hall. And it's just weird. It's so weird seeing all these people just dressed up in suits and all this stuff, and you're in a hockey arena. It threw me off completely, man. Again, I've never been to a draft, so don't criticize me too much. I've never been to a draft, and I get it. They wear nice stuff, but just to be there in person, it's just so different. Try to not spit, guys. Yeah, it's just so different to be there in person, but that's all I gotta say. I'm tired. I gotta get some sleep. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. let me know what you guys think. I made this 25 minutes, so anyways, guys, like, subscribe, and let me know if you disagree with me or agree with me. And if you guys found my tips helpful, if anyone's going to watch it, share the video, please. I think people need to hear this. I don't want people friggin' sitting there for friggin' a long time when I don't think it's worth sitting there for a long time. So I would say, again, 2 through 7. Day 1 you do, for sure, 100%. And day 2, I would say either don't go at all, or you go for the festivities and just do, at the most, up to round 4 before round 5. That's it. Like, no more. You just do the first 3 and that's it. After that, it's just boring. It's just nothing. Completely nothing. And I wish we left sooner. I'm sorry. But anyways, guys, have a great day, guys. I'll see you guys next time. So go, let's go. Let's go, McKenna. Good luck to all of our future prospects. Hopefully they do well. And that's it, guys. So go, let's go. And we'll see you guys next time. Also, buying Brandon Carlo. Good riddance. Peace out.